I know the story already, but Greg, like, tell me how you became a bike messenger.
Oh, it was an ad in I think an ad in the paper. Back then they had newspapers and they used to say, you know, help wanted.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. What year?
No, it was Louis, Uncle Lou, Crazy Louis Sayona.
All right.
He has since been deported after stupidly voting for Obama. Well, first thing Obama did was deport him to Ecuador. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, he was like my uncle. So a lot of the older people remember Uncle Lou. Yeah, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have met Diablo, Felipe, Squid, any of those guys.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah. So a little secret, right? Did you actually start as a foot messenger, as a walker?
Yes, actually I did. Actually, until I could get a bike. I worked for about a month or so.
Right. All right. I feel you. And you started like on a mountain bike, right? Is that right?
Yeah, the first bike was a Huffy. Again, in the newspaper, I got an ad for a used bike, $40, and it was a horrible. It was a Huffy. It was a real Huffy. The good thing was I got hit by a cab in the first week, and there was no damage whatsoever to that Huffy.
And you're living.
Huffy is amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
That's deep, man. All right, so let's see. You've been on the street a long time, so I thought it would be a lot more rookies here, but it's not that many. So, but anyway, let's. I'm gonna go ahead with this simple question, right? And maybe some veterans could take some tips.
Thank you, because those last ones were very difficult.
Yeah. Maybe could take some tips. So, how do you prepare your day, right? You know, you want to go out on the street, ride your bike for 7 hours, that's 6 hours, that's a long time. So, like, what do you do, like, every morning to kind of get yourself mentally ready for the traffic and the beat down that's going to come from being a messenger?
Well, yeah, I like to go to sleep early, man, get some sleep. That's
Are you really riding 7 hours, or is it 10?
Now it's 9.5, well 9, technically 9.5 at Samurai, man. The best company I've ever worked for.
Oh shit, that's deep.
Yeah, but I usually use espresso coffee.
Espresso, yeah.
Marijuana.
Oh, yeah. That'll get you better.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
And I like to start slow, because I remember once when I was a rookie and I took off too fast early in the morning, I crashed.
Okay.
Yeah, so just wait till you get into the flow of traffic. Let it come slowly. Don't go jumping right in there, guys. Just
taking it. All right.
Slow down. Take your time.
Take your time. That makes sense. So while you're talking about traffic and accidents, you didn't start on a fixed gear bike, right? You started on another kind of bike, and you had to learn the fixed gear.
Well, no, it was first that stupid Huffy, and then from there I upgraded to the mountain bike. You know, the kind of food delivery guys use with the small cassette and the big chain ring in the front.
Yeah.
This thing was flying. I love the shifting. But 2 reins, and you got to swap out your cables. The stupid brake pads wear a hole into your rim. Mm-hmm. And then the potholes, the derail is never right. You always got to adjust it. So if you like it perfect, it's just a huge waste of money and time. The fixed gear is perfect. That's a messenger bike. That's the perfect bike.
Why is that?
Well, because it doesn't have the stupid cables, the brake pads, or the derail. None of the brake. It's just perfect.
So I mean, obviously you ride in all kind of weather conditions, right? So you don't have any brakes. So being simple, how do you stop in all these conditions on the street? You actually have to use your legs at some point, right, to stop the bike. Or what's the technique you use to stop your fixed gear bike?
Well, everybody knows, especially everybody who's here, because like you said, there's really not a lot of rookies here. Is you use your weight. You speed up by putting your weight forward, and you slow down by putting your weight out upstream. Simple, same as running.
In traffic.
Same as walking.
In traffic.
But, I mean, if you were running full speed and you had to stop, what would you do?
I'm gonna stop.
You can't stop on a dime. You're gonna slowly slow down by shifting your weight. Stop.
And is that weight going on the back tire? Or,
I hope not. I don't want no fucking hole in my tires. No skidding.
No skidding.
$50 for fucking tires.
all right. And you prefer, you said you can get through the rain, snow, and all kind of conditions on the track. Fixed gear, right?
Yeah, of course it works.
Are you still using the parquet frame, or you have another frame?
Yes, no, the parquet finally was destroyed when I hit a pothole. It cracked a couple of days later, and I replaced it with another parquet. I love them.
You love them, okay.
Nobody uses them anymore, but they're very good. They're nice and comfy. They absorb a lot of heavy steel, replaceable.
And you prefer the flat bar, right?
If I had been a Colnago, I would cry.
Yeah, that's a couple $1,000 down the drain, right? But no, I mean, like you said, it's not well known, but I see you've been riding on it for years, so there's got to be something good about that frame.
Yeah, I like it. I highly recommend it. But back then it was either the Aero or the Paquet were the two ones that people were known for. And the Aeros, what was it, Aero? Seemed a little flimsy. I like the heavier weight of the Paquet. And the geometry of it is classic. It's perfect.
Okay, all right. Now, you spend sometimes drawing images of bike messengers, right? Tell me, like what goes into these illustrations, because they're not a straight illustration of a bike messenger. They include elements, mythical elements, dragons, snake. There's a lot going on here. So tell me, like, that your interest in representing the messenger through art.
I just try to draw something that feels what it's like to ride a bike rather than just a straight image of somebody riding a bike, which would seem boring to me.
Were you on acid when you did it?
No, I haven't done acid since I was 17. You did it for a whole year.
Well, I mean,
That's it, then you're done, man. That's it. After a year, I was like, that's the correct dose.
so for example, and I mean, I know a lot of your images. So for example, a monster track image, and those who don't know what monster track is, it's a street race alley cat. And Greg used to draw a lot of the flyers that kind of made the race popular. But there would be snakes in it. All these elements, mythical element, animals. What's going on inside that image to symbolize this race. But the race is dangerous, right? So are you trying to convey in that image how dangerous the race is, or just you want to make that messenger look really great?
A lot of the ideas came from the organizers, and people would tell me what they want, and so a lot of the flyers are just kind of what they ask me to draw. A lot of them I try to do something original or something nice, and then eventually just kind of ran out of ideas if I stopped, rather than keep repeating it. I don't know what else I could do.
Okay, and
if I had to draw one more fucking ellipse.
So, but you're using you're doing illustrations. You're not using the computer, right? You're doing it by hand.
No, I am now. After the fire, I lost all the art equipment. I never replaced it, so I got an app on an iPad, Procreate. That's how I did what turns out to be the smoke car here.
In your hand.
Yeah,
You know what?
good digital, fuck it.
Nice. No, that's
But
cool.
the old paper ones are nice. You don't get an idea what they're really like on the internet or from an image. If you actually saw them live, you'd say, that's nice. I look at them back, even ones I don't like. I look at them and I say, live, it's actually nice. It looks something about the paper and the ink. They do have a quality you can't capture on a digital format. That's the world, though.
Yeah. When I was looking at the image you did for this event, I was like, I couldn't figure it out until I was in a bike shop and the guy was telling me, oh, that's a German symbol.
Yeah.
So is it a German symbol?
That's the Bundesadler. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Did anybody in the audience figure out that symbol on the smoke card?
Yeah. Which monster track? 7? Or 6?
No, smoke card symbol.
Oh, no.
That's cool. You guys recognize that. That's dope, man. Now you were a reality TV star for a minute.
No.
Minute.
That is not true.
Triple rush. So tell me about that experience.
Of Triple Rush?
Yeah.
Well, it's like you think it would be. A bunch of idiots go around, film you, and then something happens, and they go, "Oh, do it again." Do it again because we didn't catch it. Do it again. The real star is Rocky. I don't know what
Yeah, he was here.
He's outside.
He's outside, yeah. No, there's a famous dispatch scene when you tell him I'm not going to say the words, but you tell him like you got to get off, like right on TV. That was deep, because like the relationship with dispatchers is like, to me, is hate and love. But in that scene in Triple Rush, it really came full force because he was trying to make you do something you didn't want to do.
Well, the whole industry is just retarded. It makes no fucking sense. You can't have a dispatcher, So now you're out there, you need work. You have commission work, right?
Yeah.
Right? So you call the motherfucker and he says, call back in 5. But you don't know if there's a triple rush or work that fits you right near you, and then he gave it to his friend or whatever. You don't know.
That's right.
So you sit there with this gnawing feeling in your stomach about the unfairness of it.
Right.
Yeah, and then when you're done, when you want to go, now they send you more, especially when it's raining.
Yeah.
The whole fucking thing is just,
It's rigged,
it's
right?
a fucking horror show.
It's
Every day, and then finally it's over at some point, so how it ends. And then that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
should be compensated fairly. And that's why Samurai, as far as I'm concerned, the only company that's working, and every single courier should be working in either Samurai or a similar company. Because it's fair that you lose the feel, that elevator feeling in your stomach when you're on standby. Well, they give you the World Trade Center pickup. What kind of fucking idiot you gotta be to go pick up a World Trade Center? You know that you're sacrificing. So you're supposed to do a favor for the client?
Ray don't even work there anymore.
Yo, Ray don't even work in the Mr.
Ray don't even work there.
Yeah, they make you wait 20 minutes, right?
300 West 57.
Yeah, 300 West 57.
No, but it's Samurai. That's the
Samurai,
they
we have
give
the
you
phone
300
number.
West by 7. You go yes.
We have the
Because
phone number
you
for the
get coffee.
dispatch.
You're in the same. Whether you wait or
We
you
have the phone
don't.
number for the dispatch.
Oh, so Samurai, if you wait 30 minutes at 300 West 57,
Right,
you good? You're making good money at Samurai? If you wait that long, 30 minutes?
You're in the fucking same no matter what you do. It's the same.
It's the same. Okay. So waiting time.
But they're all on the, you gotta be good couriers for you to work together and for it to work. There can't be no slackers. Everybody gotta, chip in and do the right thing.
Okay.
And
That's
it actually works.
All right.
People are basically good at heart and they will do the right thing, especially if it's worth it to them. There's no abuse, there's nobody's, it's fair, it's good. It's good. But the breakaways, the quick tracks, they gotta go. They're fucking garbage, gotta go. The Supreme and all that. And all that. There's no way you should be getting 40% or 50% of what they charge for the fucking client.
At Streetwise.
Come on. Come on, Mary, stop, please.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. So I got some fun. I got some fun questions. No, I got some fun questions, and then I'll open it up to the audience for some Q&A if you got it. Okay. So what's your favorite messenger center?
My favorite messenger city.
Center.
Center.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite messenger.
The worst messenger center.
That was the worst. What's the
601 was 27.
That's my next question. That's my next question. What's the worst?
601.
They're nice.
Or 300 West.
1700 Broadway. When they fucking
150 East 42nd.
Alright, let him answer.
Let me answer.
300 West 57.
Yeah, I think they're all.
2-1 trade. Fuck you all.
They're all no good.
One road trade. It's fucking cracked down.
Shit.
You guys are funny.
I mean, they're all good
Yeah,
for
it's
drop
not
off.
really fun going down to the fucking
Hey, we're here for Greg. We're here for Greg.
It's like
Come
going
on,
on
Mary, chill. Let Greg
Fuck
talk.
y'all. Y'all know this. It's like going to the tombs.
Let Greg answer. Okay, so messenger center you don't care about.
There's nothing good about anything that has to do with other than riding the bike. The only good thing about this job is when you're riding the bike. Once you lock your stupid bike and you have to go to a fucking office, that's when things take a turn for the worse. Because it's the worst part of the job. It's like, you gotta get this shit over with, get in and out of there, whatever.
No, it's
I
harassment.
don't like it. I don't
It's
enjoy
trash.
going into the
Because we love that.
There's no good building.
There's no good building.
Okay, all right, that's fair, that's fair. So, have you delivered to any famous people in the years
Yes.
you've been out there? Mary, would you stop, please? Go ahead. No famous people.
Interview her next week.
Probably, yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought actually. Okay.
All right. So I'll leave you with this one. What is some of your favorite messenger bags over the years? You've been through a lot of them.
Thank you, Reload.
Yeah, well, you know.
Mary.
Sorry. Yeah. So you've been through a lot of messenger bags over the years. I know we're in Chrome, but tell me like what are some of your best and worst bags that you use?
I use now the backpack type bag that's got outrageously long straps. That's the perfect bag for the job. It's something you can do huge cargos, and I like the weight easily on the shoulders now. I used to use the sling bag, but that's because it fit the power chute. And it was like you could take really big things. I don't think this is working.
Oh,
It's working.
it's working.
Just keep it close.
Just keep it close to the mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I get okay. All right. So but one of your favorite bags used to be a Chrome bag, right?
Yeah, I used to use the Berlin. It fit the power chute. Yeah, but then I remember getting, some idiot stepped out in front of me, so I hurt my shoulder against the things I couldn't wear it, and I had to switch to a backpack type thing.
Okay, so that's what you're using today.
Wait.
Okay, the leverage the weight. All right, that's
But
fair.
the reverse also happened. Once I hurt this shoulder, so I had to switch to a sling bag to get the weight off of this one.
Okay, all right. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's good. Yeah, thanks, Greg. So I'll open it up to some Q&A if anybody got some questions. If not, we can call it like a fun party and we see Greg in Germany. Go right ahead, man.
I remember one time, the only time I've ever seen you post on Facebook, somebody was like asking if they should be a messenger. And you said one of the funniest comments I've ever heard. You said, I'm paraphrasing, but you said, well, first, you gotta develop a drug habit. Once you develop a drug habit and kick that, then you gotta go to jail. Once you go to jail, get off of that. Then become a messenger, because this shit won't bother you anymore.
Yeah, that's good advice.
And it was the best advice.
That's good advice. Yeah, I don't remember saying that, but yeah, that
Dude, you said it and I laughed for hours.
if you want it to stick, if you want to do 20 years,
Because like
you gotta compare it to something, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot easier ways to make money.
Exactly, because I've had people tell
Now
me,
it works.
I've had people tell me, hey, how do I be a messenger? The first thing I tell them that it's still a job. Some days you look at the bike and you hate it. You don't want to go to work all the time.
I ride my bike because I love it.
Yeah, we all did, but what I'm saying is that those days when you find it really hard to get up, really hard to be, what the fuck am I doing? I think it gets in your blood, and I think it's something past the money you're gonna make. So what did it for you? What kept you in it when it was really hard to be happy doing what we do? That's a good question.
No, I never. Oh, man. Yeah, just what else am I gonna fucking do? We're gonna work in retail.
That's a noble and
Telemarketing. What options do you have? And you're gonna hire me to retail agent.
Yeah.
My name is Tone, ex-New York City bike messenger, Alley Cat. Everybody knows you. My question for you, Mr. Ugalde, was, I think I asked you this about 15 or so years ago when I was still delivering videos on 3rd Avenue and 26th Street. When you got the idea for the flyers and the spoke cards like Monster Tracks and the Halloween Alley Cat, which, if anybody doesn't know, on my leg is Greg Ugalde's artwork from a Halloween Alley Cat from 2006 or 2007. It's Squid, Victor, and a bunch of them like carrying some guy to shreds on a bike. And my question was, when you got the inspiration to do a lot of these flyers, were you influenced by like other, like outside artwork, like such as graffiti or any other kind of artistic platform that channeled your vision into drawing these flyers?
I don't know. I mean, not yet.
The first time, because the first time I saw one, like Masamba gave me the one monster track where I guess it's like 06, and when I was looking at it, I was like, yo, this nigga must have a lot of acid because like it's so trippy, like with the effects and shit. But like you were the man, and I also want to say thank you for the flyer for the Race Against Time Alley Cat, which was the 10th anniversary Alley Cat for the Bicycle Film Festival. So thank you.
They used that in part 2 of She Gotta Have It on Netflix.
Really?
But you don't see it. It's not. They actually they made me sign a paper that they asked. They said how much you want for it.
But thank you for that.
Yeah. But it's supposedly it's in there. I watched the show and I didn't see it. Just like in the first part, they used the red lantern bikes, and so this shit was already on the wall. Like I had a few posters, so I had to give them permission to use it. So yeah, in part 2, they wanted to the same thing. They said, "What else you got?" So I sent them a bunch of pictures, and they liked yours.
How much did Mike D and Chris Kim pay you for all those Five Generals flyers?
A lot, yeah, for Rumble to the Bronx, yeah.
Five Borough Gangsters.
Yeah, because he used to want to buy them. The others I would either, if they didn't get lost, I would keep them.
What was your best out of all 5 of those?
Of the Rumble to the Bronxes?
No, it was Rumble to the Bronx, Bombing Down Broadway, Queens Riot, Battle for Brooklyn.
The only one I like the Staten Island Invasion. Yeah, some of the others were not exactly PC. You know, this is a guy. So, you know, I got a lot of heat for actually some of those flyers. They weren't my idea. You know, that was what he described. This is what he wants. It's like, so
Greg, are you going to dedicate more time to your artwork once you're in Germany and all that stuff?
Yeah, I'll probably have a couple of months, but no, but don't say that because then 100 people are going to ask me for some shit. I'm very busy.
Ask Ugalde.
I'll tennis lessons.
As an artist, how do you feel about the current layout of New York City?
You can't dispatch.
In contrast to pedestrians and accidents. It's not one of his strengths. This guy got hit by a bike the other day. He died on the spot.
Yeah, no, they say the guy got hit by a bike and that he died a couple of days later. But that's not necessarily true. They don't know if the bike hit him or if the bike scared him and that he slipped. They don't know. All right. And then, that he died from the impact? No, he did not die from the impact, but they don't fucking know. But they're definitely going to blame the bicycle. You know, if you hear about the bicycle killing somebody, or somebody getting killed because they got hit by a bike, it's because it's so fucking rare that it makes the news. But meanwhile, how many people get killed by cars? Constantly.
That's right.
And how many times you go to roll by a red light or you're just in the street and somebody 10 feet away has got a fucking attitude and he wants to tell you, oh, you're going the wrong way, go to red light. Fuck him, I'm fucking nowhere near it. You know, and if he was scared for himself, he really wanted to be safe, you know, he'd worry about the fucking cars. It's more likely to kill him.
So, okay, yeah, go ahead.
So, how did you actually get into the drawing?
Since I was a little kid,
Natural talent.
I used to like to doodle, to scribble.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
And you tattoo?
Yeah, I had the great idea once to do tattoos, but it turns out I really don't like tattooing people because they're people. It's more like a medical procedure. And you really got to start. You got to get an apprenticeship. You got to learn how to do it the right way. And this disease is dangerous. It's like, and then you put this really nice line, on the guy, then you wipe it. There's no fucking line, and now you got to hope the guy doesn't notice if you're going to go over that same fucking line.
Skin is different than
That shit was hard. And then they look at it. And go, yeah, it's really nice. It could be a little bigger. Fuck, am I supposed to make it bigger now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I know with all the hard work I've seen from you. You know, I've looked at a couple of your pictures for days and still seen more stuff. You know what I mean? There's so many little details. Bags sitting in the background and all that stuff. And normally, from the ones that I've paid attention to, like the messenger is depicted as some kind of monster, something like just larger than life. And it always made me feel good. Like sometimes I look at one of your pictures and be like, I'm gonna fucking mash up Fifth Avenue or do something like that. And I know you said that you wanted to make it look like what does it feel like instead of what does it look like. But what's your process to get to that point, and how the fuck did you figure Messenger looks like a dude with one eye and in the city behind him and everything's a part of it? What was your process just coming up with these things that I think are like one of a kind, and I've never seen anything like it since you.
Yeah, then you gotta spend hours thinking about it, coming up with something. Try to come up with a good idea, then try it and see if it works, so you see if it fits. Usually it doesn't. Usually, like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. There's absolutely no way. You know, you got limitations, especially on bicycles. You know, the forks are a certain length. The thing is very skinny. It's hard. You try to come up with something original, and then you just kind of build a frame, and then sometimes what you had idea doesn't work, you're screwed. And sometimes you'll just see it. Yeah, now I see. And make it interesting. And a lot of times, just because the actual skill level of it is not very good, so a lot of times I'm just trying to make it interesting because I can't get away with something just simple and elegant and beautiful, like just a bike. I say, wow, it's beautiful. No, it looks like a fucking sketch or something.
Yeah.
So if you fill it in, and it kind of helps.
So almost your stuff is so amazing because
I've had really good ideas that just simply don't work. Right? There's some things that just, and some things I just can't nail. It's all technical and no all ability, no.
I just want to say, from your interpretation of that, man, I think a lot of people in here like felt like that fucking monster on the bike. So whatever you say was your lack in making something, I think you hit the fucking nail.
That I came first. People do feel a certain way when they ride a bike. You know, you get into a zone. You get transported. You know, and it helps not think about other things. You know why we do it. Right?
The best part is in between the jobs.
Yeah, go ahead, Squid.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. What was your first messenger event flyer that you did? How'd that come about?
Yeah, that was, I was with, you know, I really don't exactly remember if it was the Body Glove or a Monster Track. I got a feeling, I think it was Monster Track 3.
I thought it was Boone on the track, no?
Yeah, I don't remember, but it was all because it was the one day that Uncle Lou and Jesse, who was here, we was coming out of Quick Track, and Louis said we're gonna go meet Felipe, and then we went to Felipe's house, and who was it? Victor was there, Aussie Mike, remember? Remember Mike McInerney was there, and Diablo. It was, I think there was, yeah, I think they were.
I think it was Monster Track was the first one. Then Kurt put me and you together for the Body Glove.
But then Diablo said, you know, because Louis told him that I could draw, so he said, oh, can you do a flyer for me? You know, and he thought I was going to give him some shit, but he said it was really nice. But I'm sure that people weren't sure whether it's actually, is this good or not? You know, it's like people said, no, it's kind of, I don't know, is this good? Is this like, is it cool? I don't know. So the jury was out. I'm glad it was accepted. The people said, oh, yeah, it's cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, people were calling you left and right.
It's not at the hardcore level of, say, like serious punk rock or some of those, you know, those black and white T-shirts with the real hardcore. It's kind of more of it's more of a cartoonish feel. So I'm just glad it was accepted. And I never could really nail the vibe I wanted.
Yeah, Francisco, your question for us.
I think that I agree with Rigo that as like your illustrations best depict the feeling of riding bicycle in New York City. I think you like fucking nail it every single time. So hats off to you for that. There's a piece you did. It's called the Bike Goddess. Is that the one? It's
that's
the bicycle that's
with the pregnant bicycle.
Amazing. Fucking out of this world.
I just figured, you've never seen a pregnant bicycle.
Yeah.
That's got to work.
It's pretty amazing. But earlier when you were talking about making things fit, I feel like that's a great example of making things fit. I mean, I feel like I stare at that thing and there's so many details that, your work is extremely detailed. And yeah, so I don't know, did you like sketch a bike and then start drawing all the pieces on it? Or did you just start drawing?
Yeah, well, I had an idea where that I was gonna, which I don't think that's a completely original idea, to do an image built of other parts. I mean, that's as old as the hills, So, actually, I don't know, that's,
and then
but pregnant bicycle. So you try to add a little something to it. But yeah, no, I had a basic idea, and then you put the frame, just the bicycle shape, and see if it fits. What fits, and sometimes you get a better idea, and say, oh yeah, that'll work.
But you made a lot of things fit in that one, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like the whole image is things fitting really well.
Yeah. Thank you, yeah.
Also, are you inspired by horror films or anything? I feel like it has kind of like a dark, the imagery is like a...
Horror films? You mean New York City? Yes.
New York City, yeah.
The horror film, yeah.
I'm just looking for like visual, because obviously when you look at a piece like that and there's like hoods, like what in New York City has hoods?
Yeah.
We do.
That idea, was that off of, like, was there actually a pregnant messenger around that you just decided, like, oh, okay, cool.
No, but there is a continuity in the messenger culture. Been around here since, I think, since the turn of the century. So you are following in the footsteps of young 12-year-old Western Union boys that used to roll around on fixed. And so the one leads to the next, and that's also a pregnant bicycle would only make sense in that there's going to be a next generation, and it's going to give birth to another and another. I don't know, something like that. But if I could explain it, I would write it instead of drawing it. So it's better to just draw it and have these things be a little more abstract and not really try to nail it down, so not to pop the bubble.
This is really amazing. Thanks so much, Greg. Can you leave us with something about being a messenger in New York? We work for all these big corporations, and they're rushing us and pushing us around to get their package delivered. And what can you leave us with to inspire us to say, hey, you know what? We gotta have pride in this job. I feel this job is so big that the city can't run without messengers. So what can you kind of leave us with inspiration?
True. Yeah, we do 100% of the labor. 100. So don't settle for 40% of what you're producing. If only we could get together. This is our work. I pick it up, I drop it off, I drive the fucking thing. I think it's wrong that the way the system is built is like, I don't know. It's just, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I feel you. Well, safe travels to Germany. Come back and visit us.
Yes.
And next time. Oh, there's our friend Rob. What's going on?
Yes, you can dispatch. You are very good. You are.
You're the first person I ever heard say that.
Yeah, it was an honor to work with you. It was an honor.